Alright, so what we're going to be using, we got a squish mount cradle for the cell phone. We are using a Belkin lightning plug for the iPhone. We're going to be using some JB Weld epoxy. I'll also be using some spray paint. I'm going to kind of walk you through how we're going to do this. I'll take you over to the car and show you that. Alright, so here's the phone. It's iPhone 5C. And here's where we're going to be mounting it. Now this is my custom center console. But I just took this off just so I can do it and film it all in here. So what we're going to start with, we're going to take this out of the package. Okay? And this is basically set up so that the phone will basically sit here like this. Okay? Alright, now that I've got this situated in place, what I do is just put some super glue on it. Now this is just to hold it in place until I can get the epoxy in there. Because the super glue, I just don't think it's strong enough. This is an accelerator. And then I will do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and then I'm going to let that dry for about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and put the epoxy on. Alright, now I want to loosen this up just a little bit, and then kind of pull that out slowly. Make sure everything's nice and in position. Now it's important to make sure that you do this with your cover on. Now, if you don't use your cover all the time, and you don't have a cover, then just do it without the cover. But being I use the cover a lot, I want to make sure that fits in there, because that will make a difference. You know, 1/16 of an inch will make a difference on the way that pin connects. So now I'm going to remove the phone, get that out of the way. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to epoxy this end here. Then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to epoxy here, and also right here, and then there. That way I've got a lot of strength there. And this epoxy is about hold of 3,000 psi, which is plenty for what we're going to be doing. Then when I'm done with that epoxy, I'm just going to hit it with some black paint. I'll of course tape up the fire plug, make sure that thing doesn't get paint on it. And I'll epoxy this, and I'll come back in a few minutes. Okay, I moved out here in the sunlight just so I have a little bit better heat, so this can dry a little faster. I'm just going to take my epoxy. Comes with a little mixing bowl here. That should be plenty. I want to slide that back to take the pressure off. Put the cap back on. What we're going to do is just mix this together. Now this will actually dry clear, but we'll go through and just put a light coat of paint on it. And you'll notice that I actually taped off the plug just so that the plug doesn't get any of this epoxy on it. And I think I'll actually do the underside first, just because I have quite a bit. And try to just do this really nice and clean, just so it doesn't look bad. Now I'm also doing the arms as well, just so that the arms do not move. Now you can get all this stuff at Walmart. It costs about $30 to get everything that you need to do this job. Okay. Now I'll take it a little bit over this side. And make it as smooth as possible, because we're just going to paint right over the top of this. You want it to look nice. Just make sure that all the edges are good and that you covered it all. And we'll let this dry for about 15 minutes. And then come back and put a little coat of paint on it. Then I'll show you how to mount it in the car. Alright, so here's the bracket It actually mounts to the bottom of this. It just kind of slides in. And what I've done is I just 3 bolts on this side, and then 1 bolt on this side just to kind of pick it up like that, so that when I have it resting in the van, it kind of sits like this. So I can see if I need to use GPS or text message comes through, something like that. And then it's pretty much off the ground enough to where this doesn't hit the pan, and then it just mounts in the van. Alright, so it's had about 15 minutes to dry. You can see how nice and smooth that looks. We may not even need to paint over it. Actually, it's a clear base. So it actually comes out really good. Pretty much all there is. Now I'll show you how to mount it in the car. Okay, so now I just want to screw these down. I've already pre-drilled the holes. And then this will just slide down like that. Okay. Close that door for you guys. I'm going to take off the tape. And I'm going to take the bone, slide it in, lock it in, plug it in. You can run your wire however you want to. You could actually cut a little hole. But what I'm going to do with mine is just going to run it down along the side of this, and then just kind of hide over here. Just like so. And that's pretty much it. And now when you plug it in, there you go. It's charging. It's good to go. You can actually pull it out whenever you need the phone. Just pull it out. You can put it back in. It can be charging. Key on, key off. You're good to go. Alright, it's all done. I mounted it all in there. You can even put the phone cord in here if you'd like. There's still enough clearance to do that. So you can plug that right in as well. You can even epoxy that to it if you want. I like to just keep that loose. So that's pretty much it. Didn't take very long to do. Maybe about an hour. And about probably $50, maybe $50 in hardware with all the glue and everything you need to do it.